I've had several patients come to me and they have these weird female hairlines. They're not transgender, they're men, and only a few hairs grew along this hairline. And I was wondering, why the heck do they have these hairlines that look so bizarre? And fortunately, the FUE surgery was done so poorly that almost no hairs grew at all. So this female hairline was it looked like vellus hairs. Turns out these patients are from a surgeon that one of my staff members used to work for, and she told me that he would allow the patient to actually draw his or her own hairline, and that's the line that he would use to do the transplant. To me, that's absurd, because when you draw your own hairline, you have no idea what looks natural. In fact, if anything, when I teach my hair transplant course of how to draw hairlines, I have a student draw one hairline, and I'm actually shocked they nailed it on the first pass. I used the same person on the same head. I have them do it again, and the second time it looks so crazy and jacked up, and I realized they got it right by accident. So I'm not going to allow you to draw your own hairline. I think that's incredibly dangerous, because when you draw your own hairline, you could draw a transgender hairline. You may not even want to be transgender, and that would not be right. You may draw a hairline that violates all the principles of a natural hairline. If you said, Dr. Lamb, I know what a natural hairline looks like, you actually don't. You think you do, but there's so many rules that govern what a natural hairline looks like that if I gave you the opportunity to draw your own hairline, you're going to create a disaster. And so I cannot believe this other surgeon in Dallas is actually allowing his own patients to draw their own hairlines, and then he goes by allowing whatever you drew to be his template for his design. So that's important. Now, do I ever allow a patient to draw their own hair transplant area? The only exception to that rule is an eyebrow, because eyebrows are highly personal. There is not exactly a right way to do it. There's certain wrong ways to do it. So you'll draw your own eyebrow, and if the eyebrow really doesn't look aesthetically pleasing, I'll guide you to make that modification. Otherwise, I don't allow you to draw your own. But the eyebrows is one exception where it just makes a lot more sense for you to finesse exactly what you want, and for me then to revise it based on what I think would, if it didn't look as good as I would like it to look.